To those that did not make the rule and still want to see the big tegurumas and the big body slams, it does not look as good. But neither here nor there. The question was the quality improved? Somewhat. It did not invoke the type of response that they were looking for. So what happens? You go back to the drawing board and you create a new set of rules until you get what you're looking for. So now what do we have? We have the removal of leg grabs and we have the changing of kumikata. So now you had the removal of leg grabs and then you had the, okay, now you can't peel the grip off with two hands. And now if you do this and if you duck your head on the, now what do we have again? After we had that change, now we have more grip fighting changes in order to improve the what? The quality of judo. Really, you just want to improve the judo or the throws that are displayed. So, from a coaching standpoint, the coach's job is to look at a set of givens, all right? It's an engineering problem. That's all it is for me. So I look at what is the goal. The goal is to the desired outcome. Desired outcome for who? For the coach is to what? To win. Now, if you look at on this side the desired outcome for whoever's making the stimulus, IGF, governing body, anybody, whoever, let's just say those in charge. This is not bad. It's for good, that the desired outcome is for good judo to be displayed, okay? Desired outcome. What are the givens? We operate on the same set of givens. Givens, what do we have? We have ref, players, rules, time, space, or what you call mat area, coaches, venue, crowd. These are the givens. These are all the people in play and environmental fabricators. And there's more environmental fabricators. There's more things that impact. Like if I want to go deeper into what I do for a living, you also have, you got nutrition, weight management. But I mean, you have all these things that come into play. Okay. Now, the givens over here, for those in charge, it's the same amount of givens. And then there's rules. And then there is spirit of judo and spirit of the rules. Now, why do I put those there? Those are givens, but those aren't knowns. When you have, those aren't knowns. Like that, this can be read differently by anybody. Now, this is the desired outcome to win. These are the givens. Your job as a coach, or my job, is to take these particular things that are given and to use engineering or what we call applied science utilizing what? Psychology, physiology, nutrition, game theory, affective psychology, cognitive psychology, all these particular things, strength and conditioning, all these things in order to create this particular desired outcome. That is my job. that may not align with this, because the problem's going to be when you get into the area of tactics, well, the area is going to be gray, but the particular ref has to follow the rule that is set. If there is a set rule, you got to follow the rule that is set. And if you read something, you'll read it differently, but you're only reading the gray area thing. But the coach's job is to understand that I can't exist within the gray area. If I'm going to manipulate the rules as I need to manipulate those things that are definitive, not the gray area things. So this is the job of a coach. This creates 15, 50, 75-page documents sometimes of a macro cycle of tournament, strength and conditioning, nutrition, etc. This is what makes one's job very difficult. But that is what I want to talk to you about today when it comes to the state of judo, from the place of a practitioner, from the place of a grappler, the purist, the coach, the martial arts school owner, looking at judo from the marketplace, and looking at the sport and the art. I will say this as I end. I have a distinct privilege to serve as the technical advisor and technical consultant of the Bahamas Judo Federation. It is a wonderful position. Um, I was able to go down to the meeting in Fort Lauderdale, serving in that capacity, and I will say what I said from the beginning. It's nonsensical to sit back and argue about the rules. People ask me, how do I like the rules? I love them. They say, why? I said, because they give me an opportunity to think. I say, every time the rules change, I have an opportunity to think about the sport differently. I have an opportunity to devise new strategies, new tactics. I have the opportunity to go back and look at the statistics from before and the cycle before that and the cycle before that, and to see how things change. I get an opportunity to see how many ippons are called per minute, or the scores made per minute, and the shidos per minute, and how the match changes and how it did not change. Like, those things are a great opportunity for someone like me because I enjoy studying the sport. Um, I also enjoy having my sport in the Olympics. I am in 100% agreement with having my sport in the Olympics. Does that mean I'm in agreement with every single change that is made? No, I'm not in agreement with every single change that is made. I don't, I love my wife to death. I don't agree with everything that she says either, but I love her. And I love judo. And I love judo even if judo changes, because if you're married, the person that you married on day one isn't the person that you married 20, 30 years in. Things change. Like, judo changes. But the sport changes for the better so that we can still have what we have, and that's our sport in the Olympics. And with that, you got to embrace the sport. You have to embrace the changes. You have to give a right hand high and a high five to the International Judo Federation and the leadership for what it is that they're doing and what they've done. They've done an absolutely phenomenal job. As practitioners, some of us get caught up in our particular bubble about what it is that we're doing. If you're competing now and the rules are changing while you're competing, I'm sure that you may have some problems and you feel a certain way. But understand, there's people like my son who don't know any different. They're just enjoying the sport. So you have to remove yourself and your ego from it sometimes, and remove self from the situation and look at the bigger picture of the sport. I understand that's my job to kind of go back to the drawing board and have those times when I'm teaching the pieces of the art of judo that are no longer included in the sport, so that my son has a larger scope of what judo provides. But as an instructor, I have to figure out when that particular time is, and I may have to put it under the guise of a self-defense class on the weekend or something of that particular nature, so that he understands all that judo has to offer. And as I close, I want you to understand that all that judo has to offer. Judo is big enough for everybody. There's a combat um, portion, there's a self-defense portion, there's a newaza portion, there's a kata portion, there's a sport portion. Um, there's a coaching opportunity. There's the opportunity to be a quality supporter and a good parent. If you're not a member of your particular judo federation or association, I would encourage you to do so. The best way that we can support judo is not only through our attendance, but also with our dollars. I'm not asking you to buy anything that I provide. I'm asking you to buy things that everybody provides in the marketplace. Those individuals that come out with DVDs, books, tapes, instructionals in the judo marketplace can certainly use your help and your backing. Our market or our sport grows as our financial viability improves. Please attend the tournaments and watch. Please allow your kids to go to tournaments and participate. And please understand that the sport, although on the large scale is what we see in terms of visibility, is a small portion of what judo provides. And don't let that turn you off from a love that you've had for years. Take care. This is Dr. Ferguson, 2004 Olympian, four-time national judo champion, and second-degree black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, signing off.